Hello, beautiful people of the Loriverse. Good morning, and how are you doing? Welcome to another exciting episode of The Gist with Laurel. Hope you all had a great week. Anyways, today's share experience, and trust me, is going to be really exciting because we'll be sharing lots of life experience, a wonderful life experience. And if you want to share your experience to us, please send me a notification. I will either add you or you drop your experience in the comment section, and I will read it out to the other viewers. And we're going to be inviting a very wonderful guest here soon. And we're going to be sharing our experience with Alan George, aka Black Ginger, our celebrity icon guest. So let's invite our guest. Good morning, viewers. Hello, Somi. I see you. Good morning, Mayowa. Hi, Chidi. Good morning. How you all doing? Hope you had a wonderful week. So we'll be waiting for our guests to join us. Meanwhile, before our guests come in, if you have any life experience you want to share with us, be it your first breakup, be probably like maybe your first day on an island or your first day or whatever, as long as it's something really interesting, trust me, I did like you to share it with us. You can either send me a request to join the live show, you'll be on live for a few minutes, a few seconds, or you can drop you on the comment section.
Can you see me? Can you see me now?
I
Yeah,
can
sure, I can
see
see you. You're
you.
looking all
Can you see
beautiful.
me? No. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I don't
Oh, I
know.
see you.
But network has been crazy over here, actually.
Oh, okay. Where are you at the moment?
I'm at the studio. Hello?
Okay, can you try probably going off and try
All
to
right, I'll do that.
join again?
I'll try to join. Let me just cancel this.
Uh, okay, thank you. Okay, so we're having a bit of a network trouble and we'll rectify that as soon as possible. Hello, Maiwa. Good morning and welcome to the GC Laurel this morning. Hi, Big Queen. I can see you. Good morning.
Can you see me?
I still can't
Because
see
I can see you,
you.
actually. I can see you.
I know I can see you, and I don't know why that is.
I have tried all possible things, everything I can do here.
Okay, but your audio is very clear, and while we're working on the visual, I think we could work with your audio.
Okay.
All right, so what you do is help us be a little bit louder, like you speak out a little bit louder.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay, so while we're working on the visuals, I think it probably will come up any moment from now.
I really
I don't know
hope
why
so.
Instagram is acting up.
Yeah, it is.
It's fine. Yeah. So how have you been, Alan George? Welcome to the Gist with Laurel this morning.
All right, I've been nice by the grace of God. I'm nice. Thanks for
Black
having me.
ginger. Our ginger, your swagger. So today's share experience day on the Gist with Laurel, and would like you to share your beautiful life experience with us. And I know it's been crazy in the entertainment industry, so I'd like you to share probably your beautiful moments or your work experience or whatever it is you want to share with us. So are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I was born for this. I'm very ready.
Right. I think that's why the name Ginger, Black Ginger.
Yes.
Okay. So, but wait, Ginger, that reminds me, before you continue, I did like to share one very funny experience with you.
Okay, please do.
So that was like, okay, so that was like my first time on flight. Jesus, it's crazy, but it's really funny. Okay, so for a very long time, I've been acrophobic. Like, I have this serious fear of heights, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, so I had to go for a conference in Abuja. I was working with an NGO then, so we had a conference in Abuja,
All
and
right.
I had to go for it. And it was to go on Friday, and I had a meeting on Sunday in Port Harcourt, and the conference was for Saturday morning, so I had to leave like on Friday
Okay.
because I was going by road, obviously.
All right.
So by the time I got to ABJ, I was already I was looking used, in fact, because I was really tired. I was exhausted from the journey,
You may have
and
to
I was like,
explain
oh
that
God,
later. I was looking used. You may have to explain that later.
okay, so I thought about it. I was like, okay, I really have to do this again on Sunday. And plus, I have to be in town on Sunday, no matter how early I leave. I don't think I'll be able to make it before then. Though the meeting was for evening. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, let me try this flight thing. Let me just do it. So I had to book a flight. I told my boss, I was like, okay, please, I want to book a flight. I don't want to go by flight when I'm going back. So he booked a flight for me. I had to contact my cousin. I had to let her school me through the entire process. Trust me, the baby girl cannot come and,
Come and
pass
fall
us.
our
I never
hand.
to pick up.
Sure, sure.
So I asked, let her school me to the person. I guess the airport feels like, we've been doing this shit like we're born for it. So I had to let her school me through the process of everything I would have to do when I get to the airport and all of that. So she did like in details. I went online, checked for videos on how to wear a seatbelt and everything. Day came, I went to the airport. And God so kind, there was one guy that came to, he just met me from the entrance. He helped me do the checking because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. They shared to me, I have to put all my liquids in my bag so that I'm checking into cargo so that they don't seize it. So I checked it into cargo. I went to the waiting lounge, and finally, my ears were as sharp as because I don't hear that. I was sitting here and
What
I
you
missed,
say? I understand. I can relate. I can relate.
right?
Yeah, sure.
So I sat down there. Immediately I heard my flight, I stood up. But what I did was that I let 20 people go before me so that I would see what those 20 people are doing
So that you follow
before I
suit.
joined.
Sure.
I did. I saw that they're all giving their boarding pass. I did. I was giving back the time thing. Then I was asked to go out. I got to the plane. They're like, "Oh, check your luggage before you go in. Like, confirm your luggage before you go in." I did. I showed
Okay.
them my bag and I went in. Now I didn't know how to find my seat. I just told one of the elders. I was like, "Please, how do I look at my seat?" She told me because I just like to sit by the window side, whether it's a vehicle or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was now by the window side, close to the wing. So I sat down. Already now, I've watched the video like throughout the night on how to wear a seatbelt. So it wasn't difficult. I just had to put it. I
Okay.
sat down. I was like, "Yeah, we are doing this finally."
Yeah.
Okay, second time, the person and she was like, "Oh, please turn off your phone entirely. Do not put it on flight mode. It's not safe. We're about to take off." I was like, "Okay, nice. We're doing
Okay.
this."
Yeah.
Sat down. I turned off my phone, put it in my bag. Now the plane started moving. I was like, this doesn't even feel weird. Why is it? Why people saying it's scary? It was just moving like a normal bus. So we're just moving, and kept on increasing. It was increasing, and the speed kept on increasing. And before you know, it was like I couldn't even, like it was increasing. Like literally, if the window was open, I wouldn't feel the air with the speed.
Yeah.
And the next thing, I didn't even the ground. Trust me,
That feeling can be
in my
crazy.
head, I was thinking,
That feeling.
"Sir, please stop the plane. I want to come down. I've gotten the experience. I just for the issues. Like, I need to come down. I want to come down. I don't want to go again." Like, I had to close my eyes, held the seat so tight. And my head was like, "Please stop." My head felt really light. I was like, "Please stop. I want to come. I don't want to go again. I don't want to go again. Let me just bring all of the
Wow.
buses. I don't want to do." What? It was really crazy. Honestly. It's like, oh God, oh God. But when we had Senesha, it was a bit better by the time I ascended completely. But you see that take off? Oh
That
no.
take off. Usually it's crazy. Your very first experience, if you were
Oh,
not told, if you don't have your mind prepared for that, it's going to be always crazy. It's
they
going
didn't
to be.
tell me that part. They just told me it would be fun. And the next thing would be like regular. And I was hoping for it to be fun. I felt like my heart stopped beating.
Oftentimes
So
landing
yeah,
and
that's my
taking
very
off,
funny experience.
that's always the issue. You see, landing and taking off
And
for the experience is usually
oh,
very crazy. Landing may be somehow understandable because you've had a very ugly experience while taking off, but landing
yeah,
is another
very
bad
true.
experience. Yes, it is usually.
God, it was I literally felt like I wasn't feeling my heart beat. I was like, oh God, what is
Yeah.
going on?
Sorry,
Am
sorry
I
about that.
dying to be?
Sorry about that.
Yeah. But it was awesome though.
Yeah,
So back to Black Ginger
yeah.
has been in the entertainment industry our iconic celebrity guest.
Hey, hey, please, I'm not iconic. Oh.
We know you.
I,
We
de- I,
know
de- I
you.
declined the title. I'm not iconic. Not yet.
Ah, trust me, he is.
Yeah.
So has been in the entertainment industry.
And the industry has been nice. Obviously, we're improving. The entertainment industry in Nigeria is a lot of things to write home about. Yeah. And those things are usually positive. It's not because I want to be positive
Oh,
minded, no, but because this is the reality of the
yeah,
moment. The entertainment industry in Nigeria is thriving. If we consider the structure and the system we are operating from, that means we are doing great. Yes, I'll give it to the entertainment industry in Nigeria. I mean,
That's good. That's
yeah,
good news. That means we're making progress.
yes, we are really.
Okay. So I have a few questions for you. So what was it like your first time on set? Because I know you're an actor, you're a director, but your very first time on set as an actor, what was it
Yeah,
like? Like, did you feel camera shy? Did you feel like, can I do this?
I
Can't I
think
do
I
this?
think I am still camera shy till tomorrow. Yes,
Wow.
I think
Okay,
I am still
no, I
camera
don't think
shy.
I've seen that before.
I think I am still camera shy because as time goes on, more tasky productions and projects would come up. So the more you get into a
Yeah,
tasky project, the more these new feelings come. So that feelings you had
yeah.
on the first project may likely come up when you get on a particular kind of set that brings some things you've not experienced before. You understand? It's always like that. My very first experience, I think, is way back in 2019, I mean 2014 or thereabout. Sorry, I can't remember perfectly
Yeah.
now. We went for a shoot. I just finished secondary school. That's between 2019. I just finished secondary school, and then I had to play the role of a JS2 boy after my
Oh,
secondary
wow.
school.
Like, going back
Yes,
with years ago, the way in a
yes,
different country.
yes. So they took me back to the secondary school. Took me back to the class. So that was the first experience. I still have the lines in my head till today. I don't think I can ever lose those lines. Not possible. Now, wow, the
Nice.
ally of all people. Those are the lines. And then you need to see the preparations for just those two lines. You need to see preparations for those two lines. We rehearsed, we had to mastermind the lines, have it in our head and all that. It was like a dream come true because I've always liked drama. Primary school, secondary school, I did drama. You understand? And then as
Okay.
after secondary school, you get to act on the screen. And it was then a production that came from CMTV. Our director there, Mr. Ebelo
Mm,
Kweku, is my director actually. So he took us to. We
okay.
traveled from Port Harcourt to Emoha. I don't want to talk about the story. I won't talk about the story, please. I won't talk about the story. Let it just die a natural death. Let it just die a natural death.
Was it a memorable
Yeah.
experience or it was exciting? Because this way you're running away from it.
I
Is
know. No,
this something you just
the experience, the feel of, or rather the feeling of getting to act is actually a wonderful
yeah.
one. But the things that came with the production, no. We really don't want to think about those. I don't want to talk
I
about those, please.
understand it.
It's
I think
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
Hey. Hi, very still. I can see you. Thank you. Good morning. And please, viewers, my apologies. Sorry for the visuals. We're still trying to work on that. But the audio is nice, and I think we can work with that for now. Until Instagram has decided that we can see our guest. Trust me, he's a very handsome guy.
It's so
He's
unfortunate.
really
It's
cute.
so unfortunate.
I think like that's why Instagram doesn't want us to see him because,
Who knows if they are seeing
he's
me?
dripping in
They
kindness.
shouldn't see me and feel otherwise. They're like, Laura,
Oh,
you
God.
be
I said I
lying on
don't
the
know,
screen.
you know.
Laura, you be lying
He's
on the
dripping in
screen.
kindness. Okay, so moving on, Ginger. So
Yeah,
I know like payment industry is quite tasky and it
yeah.
can be a lot sometimes. There's some days you feel like you feel like giving up. Like there's some days you just want to shut down and just let go. And how do you deal with those moments? Like how do you deal with this kind of things when they come to you?
Okay. I don't know what to say now. When you say feel like giving up, because I felt like giving up at a point, this career,
Okay.
at a point, I
Yeah.
really, truly, truly felt, okay, this will be the very first time I will be saying this. At the point, I almost took my life. I almost contemplated. I
Oh wow.
contemplated suicide. Yes, yes. I contemplated suicide. It was that serious. It was that. it was that bad. It was that bad. Yeah, the options of, or rather, you had two things at the point. Rather, I had two things to do then, either to go to school and or chase the
Mhm.
career. But
Yeah.
there were no resources. I couldn't go to school. I couldn't chase the career because at the point you will need
Yeah.
resources to chase the career. You will need transport to go for rehearsals. You will need transport to
Very
get
true.
to your location because they don't pay people then.
Very, very
Even up to now,
true.
if you're a beginner, if you're not lucky enough, you may have to work certain
Mhm.
number of years before they would know that okay, this person is worth paying. Until you have commercial and market value, they likely will not pay you. So imagine going for productions when you had almost nothing on you. It was challenging.
Very true.
I had the support of my family from the onset. But at the point it was like, this is what you want. Oh yeah, now go for it. It was like you are all alone on your own. It was tough, it was tasky. I know at this point
Yeah.
I don't think I will ever have that the option of giving up or leaving the industry. No, it's not possible. We die here. We die
So you've
here.
been able to do that
Yes,
also.
yes, yes. I'm a grown man.
Okay, so for the sake of our viewers that's just joining, I want to reintroduce my guest. He is Mr. Alan Judge, aka Black Ginger, the only Black Ginger in Nollywood entertainment industry. Whenever you hear of Black Ginger, he's the one we're talking about. So he's the one we're talking to. Sorry about the visuals. I don't know why Instagram is acting up. So, but we hope it comes up as soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done
So
everything
moving
possible
on,
from our
Ginger.
end. Yeah,
Yeah. So I can only imagine how you felt then, when you feel like it's not working and you just need to give up, probably like, why did I even start in the first place, right?
that's always the case. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, well on set, so I think you from your profile you have also been a director, right?
By God's grace, yes.
Or you are a director.
I'm working on that seriously.
Yeah.
I won't call myself a director. Yeah, I have little ideas here and there, but I won't acclaim myself a director. When the time comes, when the time comes, everybody will know. It will become very glaring that yes, this guy is a director. I'm an upcoming director
So
actually.
all right. So in all of your profile, like which one, when it comes to entertainment, what would you say you kill the most? Is it acting? Is it directing? Is it being part of the crew? Is it being a production manager? Which will you say, oh, you kill mostly, or you're really, really good at?
I won't say I love all the jobs. I love everything I do in the production circle. I love all of them. But the one I think I have done the longest is as an art director. That's the one I think I have done
Okay.
the longest. Now, my target ultimately is to become a director. My
Okay.
target rather ultimately is to become a director. So I started off as a makeup artist. Then I worked as a continuity person, and then as
Wow.
a costumier. Then I also worked as
Okay.
a soundman, assistant cameraman. I never worked as a cameraman. I worked as an assistant cameraman, and then I
Okay.
did location. I also did production management on different
Yeah.
occasions
Okay.
at different levels. But I think the one I did the most was or is art direction because I still do art direction up to now. I'm still an art director. That was the one I did the most. But ultimately, I want to become a director. And then, if you read through the profiles of most of the established and celebrated directors, you'll find out that they have a particular thing in common. They understand the entire production process, the entire production flow. They understand what it means to do a good makeup. They understand what it means to have a good costumier. They know understand what it means to get the location, even your lighting. They understand all that. So I didn't just want to learn these things by theory. I had to go into these areas one after the other, carefully, one after the other,
Yeah.
carefully. So that's what took me to all these areas. So each time I do a particular kind of job, I like what I do at the moment. If I want to learn costume, I have to go. Who is the best costumer around that I can learn from? Follow the person, go to locations, if possible, go to other locations on your own as a costumer. Work for them. Understand what it means to become a good costumer. So I think the one I won't say I like the most. The one I did most was art direction, but eventually I'll become a director. And then as for acting, I think I will come back to the screen a lot later. For a while now, I've not acted. For a while, I've not acted. I will still come back to the screen a lot later. But let me just focus on behind the scene first. For me, it's very
Yeah.
important. Yeah. If I become
So
a
that you
big
can help.
producer, if I become a big producer or a big director, I can decide to just act anything in it and just wake up, go out there, act, shoot, put it out there. and not look for producers and directors to shoot me into the sky.
Right?
Yeah, sure, that what it is.
That's like I like it for the actually versatile. Like you can be here, you can be here, you can be here. But I also like the fact that you have focus, like you have a goal, you really want to be a director. So because basically I know and I understand that while being a director, you have to have ideas of either being an actor or a makeup artist, just so that when they're not getting it right, like because you know what you want, because if you don't know what you want, you don't even know if they're getting it right or not. So that
Yeah.
when they're not getting it right, you can easily point out and say, oh, okay, this is not supposed to be this way, it's supposed to be this way. Wow, I like that. But I
As
know it's not easy, right?
sure, it's never easy. See how long it has taken me to get to this level, to this point. And for me, I have not even started because ultimately, like I
Oh
said,
wow.
I want to become a director. So everything I have done, they are little department, little drops that would need to come together to form the person. So all these other areas I've been working on so far, they are just experiences I'm gathering. So whatever you've seen me done before, just take it that it's still a journey. Ultimately, I may not be able to get to the destination eventually, but yes, we need to start the journey. You understand? To start the journey.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's the
Yeah,
ginger. Okay, so let's say now aside the entertainment industry, your life personally,
yeah.
what were like these really crazy experiences you've had before, like maybe aside being the movie director, so personally, like it could be like your first fight with somebody, how it felt, or your first time traveling out of states. Okay, now
Okay,
let's say probably for a job,
okay.
maybe because I'm sure you've been in Port Harcourt for a really long time, right?
If I've been in Port Harcourt for a long time,
Yeah.
I'm a full-blooded Port Harcourt boy. I
Uh-huh.
love, I love Port Harcourt City.
So,
To those who,
uh-huh. So
to
like
anyone who cares
living
to
in states.
listen,
Nice. Okay. So was it like leaving the state for the first time, probably for a job or meeting someone like, okay, you're going to an unknown destination, you don't have
okay,
an uncle, you don't have any aunts there, you don't even have a family, like it's just you, but then whatever you're going for. So what was it? What was the first time? What was it like?
okay. What I did, I opened my mind. I just opened my mind that this could go right, this could go wrong. Yeah, the first place I went to, I was Abia State for a production. We were supposed to shoot for 2 weeks. We ended up shooting for 4 months.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
Wow.
it was crazy. Production there used to be very tasky, and some of the things we buy with money now, some of the things we do with money now, we did them with our own strength. We did them with our own power because you could not even afford to hire a boss to start with. We are now in the era of telephone where I could just call you and or send you a text. That's our time. No. If you want to go and take a script from somebody, you have to drive down to where the person stays to take hard copy.
Oh, wow.
Nobody does sort of. What when was the invention of smartphones? So there was no smartphones much that time. If you have smartphones, that means you are close to being a god. When your director does not
Oh,
have
wow.
smartphones, when your EP does not have smartphones, so how will you not get a smartphone? So we had to travel all the way down to Abia State, and unfortunately, they changed the date, but there were no means of communication. There are no means of
Yeah.
communication. So we had to now stay up until the new date. Because we are thinking, should we go back to Port Harcourt and then come back to Abia State? We were like, no, we can't go back to Port Harcourt and then come back. The transportation, instead of want to spend this certain amount of money for transportation, let us stay back. Use that transportation as feeding money. So at a point,
Yeah.
we ran out of everything, both money, both resources, and all that. We ran out of everything. Even the place we are lodging, we could no longer renew the place. So we had to
Oh,
start.
wow.
It's a long story. It's a long story. It's a long story. Oh, but all
This
these
was really like,
experiences,
yeah.
that's what has formed us into who we are today. All those seemingly bad
Right.
experiences or ugly experiences, that's what has formed us into who we are today.
Because like the saying goes that whatever can kill you can only make you stronger, right?
That's what it is. That's what it is. That's just what it is.
So that only make you strong.
Yes, yes, yes. The people that are coming into the industry now, they are just all lucky. From the 2000 from 2000 to 2003 2005, let me say from 2005 downwards, if you got into the industry at that point, congratulations, congratulations, so
Wow.
it's a lot easier. Yeah.
Or like I just remember the first time I went for an audition.
Okay.
Oh God, it was really crazy. Like the first time I was going for an audition. Okay, so we got to the audition venue. Normals, they told us what was going to be involved. They gave us a script. I
Wow.
was doing okay. Like when I was seated like in the waiting lounge, I was doing really okay until I was called. The moment I entered the room, literally, oh Jesus
I
Christ.
understand the pressure. Don't worry. You don't need to explain.
Oh my God. I felt like freezing. Hey, they were like, can we know you? I'm like, sorry? I literally heard them. I couldn't hear anything. Okay, I managed to say my name. Your lines, what can you do? Can you I literally did not know anything anymore. Like
Unfortunate.
it was crazy, honestly. Like, those are these crazy experiences because then it feels like, oh, am I doing this right? Am I even in the right track? And all of that. Like it was really crazy. Or the first time on camera for me was no, I tried. No, according to everyone on the outside, they were like, "Oh, you did well," but inside, I knew that
Yeah,
I felt like
I
melting. I was
understand.
like,
At the point you have to judge yourself, and most times you judge yourself differently from what others would judge. Yes.
exactly, exactly.
You
I
know, you
felt
know,
like melting at that
it's a
point.
lot easier now for those coming into the production because production is popular now. Uh, Back in the days, if you go for shoots and then you go with superstars, you will see that you get into a particular community for a shoot, and then you will see that that's their first time of hosting a superstar or rather seeing a superstar. But right now, if you go to some
Mm-hmm.
communities, they will tell you, say, this one was here last week, the other one came the other week, this one was here 2 weeks ago, the other people came. They've seen a lot of them, they've seen production. So even if you're not in the production industry, you get to see production, you get to watch behind the scenes, you get to see all these things, and you get acquainted. But starting off then, that production was so scarce. Hey,
Yeah.
try to mess you up. Try to always mess you up. Because you don't even have experience from anywhere to start with.
Wow, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Ah, Black Ginger, I'll enjoy Black Ginger.
But you know I'm seeing you, right?
Yes, now you can do me. Like
I'm seeing
I
you.
really need to work on this because I had the same issue last week and I don't know why. I couldn't see my guest, but he could see me clearly. And I think I mailed it to Instagram. I don't know if it's from them or it's because I know it's not my network, it's not his network because I tried going off and starting life all over again and he did the same thing, but I just couldn't see him. And my viewers couldn't see him too, but he could see me, like he was seeing me clear. So I
I'm
think I
seeing
really
it.
need to work on this. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm a newbie to a show on Instagram, but they have to be nice. Now, I'm a very good girl. I don't look for trouble. I don't know why they're being mean to me. So it's like it's just heartbreaking, but I'll be fine.
Eventually.
Thank you so much, Black Ginger. This is way more than 30 minutes. I wish we could just continue this, but I told my viewers 30 minutes. I think I need to work on this time because it feels like 30 minutes no longer enough. But
Yeah,
I
you
wish we could
should.
have you longer because I really
Yeah.
wanted you to share, all these lots of crazy experience. Well, thank you so much for coming on our show this morning on the Gist with Laura. Thank you for sharing your wonderful experiences with us, and thank you for listening to my wonderful, very crazy, funny experience.
Thank you so very much.
So, yeah, please have a lovely day and enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Nice. Thank you.
Have a lovely weekend. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, viewers, for joining on Just with Laurel this morning. And once more, I really apologize for the visuals. I don't know. I think I need to really work on it, and I will do that as soon as possible. And I have a very special announcement to make. So, judging from the timing, I placed Just with Laurel for 11 a.m. I see it's not really working. So, from this Saturday, coming this Saturday, next week Saturday, we will be host Gist with Laurel by 9 p.m. The show will be 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. No longer 11 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Because so that we enable more people join the show because most people are really busy during this morning or during the day. So usually they are free at night and that's when they are really relaxed. So that we have more guests or more viewers joining the show so they don't miss out on all of the fun. So from next week Saturday, the Gist with Laurel will be airing on Instagram live by 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So thank you so much for joining in this morning. And I remain your humble, beautiful host, Chris Laurel. See you next week Saturday by 9 p.m. on the Just with Laurel. Do have a wonderful day and beautiful, amazing weekend. Bye. I love you guys. Please don't forget to tell your friends too to join, and also follow us on Instagram at @IAM_Chris Laurel so that they don't miss out on the show too, because we have wonderful guests lined up for you on each episode of the season. So enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.